All right, so I'm going to announce the team first. Senior Soham Santakari. Sriraj Pampati. Just a quick one on Sriraj. In our first game, we were at Toronto, and makes the first free throw, the second free throw. Right before he was ready to shoot, the kid in the stands yells, "Get a haircut!" Well, 2 months later, he got the haircut. Senior captain Jack Johnson. Sophomore Gabe Lemus. Senior captain Cooper Sanford. And for the second straight year, outdressed by his little brother. Senior Colin Craig. Junior Andrew Cash. Junior Cam Hunt. Senior Avi Shah. Senior Austin McNamara. Junior Jay Shaw. Senior Tim Wang. Senior Bobby Hartman. Sophomore Ethan Saul. Senior Ninja Jam. So just a couple of shout outs first. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for your support. Appreciate everything you've done for the program this year, especially getting us some weekend practices. Could have done without the 6:30 to 8 on the Sunday night, but still appreciate it. And some of the kids weren't too thrilled with the vacation practices at 9 a.m., but the day's done. So I do want to thank my assistant coaches, Alex Moore, he's not able to make it tonight, and Tom Faraday, who was my middle school coach. I also want to thank Bob Manzello and Mr. Susi. Always bounce ideas off those guys. It's always good to talk to, get different ideas. So it's a good community here in the basketball world. I also want to thank the parents. It's always great to go on the road and see parents in unfamiliar places, especially going out to Bay Path and Monty Tech. And we always had a good, solid performance, and couldn't say more about these parents who came out every single night to support the kids. Team, you should give them a round of applause for coming out. And then lastly, the AMSA community as a whole. The game that we had at Marlboro High was probably one of the best atmospheres I've been in, coaching, watching, and forever. I probably could not hear the kids could not hear me, and the support was just phenomenal. And that's what high school basketball is all about. And I'd love to see that continue. And it was started with the girls volleyball, and there was nice support again for the girls basketball last night, which is great to see. So thank you guys. So after losing 5 seniors last year, we really didn't know how we were going to be. talked to my senior captains and I said, Coach, I think we're going to be pretty good. And I was kind of hesitant because I really didn't know. But they seemed confident that we're going to have a pretty good team. So after our first tryout and first practice, I realized this team had something special. They bonded as a team. They played well. After losing 85% of our scoring last year, we really didn't know how we're going to score. And these kids figured it out. They moved the ball. They were unselfish, and it was a joy to coach these kids. It was probably the funnest group of kids I've coached in years. So thank you, guys. So some of the highlights, of course, we were 15-5. We were 9-3 in league and 7-1 in the Cal. That was our third straight year of winning the league, the Smalls, with a cumulative record over the last 3 years in Small of 23-1. So, excellent. So in districts this year, we earned the 3 seed. We earned the first round bye, and I believe the 3 seed is the best seed ever by an AMSA boys basketball team. So, congrats. So earlier this year, we played in the holiday tournament at Marlboro. We started with Burlington, who was a Division II very good team. They actually made it to the North semifinals, lost in overtime. So a very good team. Then we went on to beat Marlboro, and later in the season, we had taken care of Assabet. So we'd like to tell the kids that we are city champs. So still waiting for the shirts from Mr. Jones. So, okay. So now on to the awards. So, first off will be my unsung hero. This kid, night in, night out, did whatever was asked of him. He either defended someone that was the toughest assignment, just did the little things, never complained. Austin McNamara. So my most improved, I've had this kid for a few years. Kid's a gym rat. He does whatever is asked of the team. He improved his three-point shooting greatly this year, ran the offense, was one of the rocks of the team, and we sad to see him go. Cooper Sanford. So lastly, the MVP. I had the kids vote as well, and then kind of tabulated things and had the coaches vote as well. So when it came down to it was a very difficult decision between a couple players, and strangely, someone voted for 2 people. So we had 13 people, and ended up being 7-7. So I'm guessing that we're not going to win the academic award. So. But truthfully, I want to know who it was, by the way. We'll talk later.
It was Cooper.
Nice. But truthfully, it's MVP in my mind isn't measured by how many points you score and the accolades you get. it's by the way you lead, the way you make other people better. And these two kids both made everyone on the team better. Cam Hunt had averaged 17 points a game and roughly 13 rebounds, which was good for 12th in Division IV overall and second in the league. And Andrew Cash averaged 15 points a game and 13 rebounds, which was good for 20th in D4 and 5th in the league. So our MVPs are Cam Hunt and Andrew Cash. And lastly, just to add, Andrew will be a captain next year. So congrats to Andrew, and looking forward to next year. We have a good core coming back, so hopefully we can make it to WPI just like the girls did this year. Thank you guys for a great season.